everybody, it's Kelly from Kelly's Philippine Adventure. Today I want to do something that I was sitting around thinking about, and I always thought about what do I use to make myself more comfortable here when we have blackouts, no Wi-Fi, no power, nothing like that. Things that, a lot of times in the States we take for granted, because the blackouts don't happen very much in the States, and they call them brownouts here, but they don't happen. But here they happen quite a bit. So some of the things that that I bought when I got here to make it more comfortable for me, I'm going to share with you. Okay, so one of the first things that we lose is power. You have to have light. You can't get anywhere with light. So one of the things that I bought when I first moved here was this Akari light. Now, I never heard of the brand Akari, but that's what the brand is. As you can see, it is charging as we are speaking right now, little red light charging. And that's because on the top of it, it has a solar panel, built-in solar panel. And see, if it comes on, you just turn the dimmer switch on, but you can also use this. They have this is where you plug it in. They also have a USB port, so this is going to be used as a power brick for your cell phone if it's out. And they have USB on or off, so you can use that. The thing about this is great, and you can hang it anywhere, so it's all around the light. It's great, but it's very it kind of blinds you, so you really have to have it up high. If you want a table light, this one, I love this little guy. The reason why, it has on the front of here this little switch. It is a light, flashlight. It also will hang, or you can set it on the table, but it has a hidden secret. There it is. It is also a lantern itself. And what's really nice about this, you can recharge this from the wall right here, or you can use the solar panel and recharge it outside if you don't have power. Now, another thing you'll need to buy when you come here, and this is something that someone told me before I left, make sure you get a couple of these and put them in your pocket. They fit right in your pocket. They're very, no more bigger than a can of Skull if you dip, is a little fan. They just pop right out. This here will save your life when you're dying of heat stroke. And I never carried when I first got here, but I started carrying them because they are a lifesaver when you're sitting in line waiting to do grocery shopping, like waiting in line your turn to the lockdown, or just waiting for any kind of government issued paper that you have to wait in the mall. These work great. They're also very compact. Okay, so you have the lights for losing power. Well, how do you stay cool other than your little fan? Well, we also purchased this boy. This is a lifesaver to us because when we're laying down trying to keep cool at night, this little guy has also a light right here. As you can see, come on, it's got 3 different size lights. It also has a fan, a 3-level fan right here on this button here. We got high, medium, and low. So that works really good. This is operated by charge. You charge this up. Now, say you forgot to charge it, which I do a lot, and it's daytime and you're going to be without power pretty much the whole day because usually you're down for a few hours at a minimum. Well, I have the solution for that, and that is the solar panel. Just so happens the solar panel that I had will actually plug right into my fan. You have a charging port right here, and you also have like your phone charging port. So this will plug right in there. Yeah, you can't see it on here, but a little red light popped on, so it's charging. Oh, yeah, the light came on. The light came on when it started charging. So I'll turn that off. And you just hang this up in any place where it's sunny, and it's always sunny here in the Philippines for the most part. So, fan. And this fan usually will last about an hour and a half if you keep it on low and don't use the light. And that's what we do. If we lose power at nighttime, we put the fan on. That makes a big difference, so make sure you do that. Okay, when we first moved here, we bought a radio to take to the beach with us because it's nice having music at the beach. Now what we bought was it's a little bulky, but this guy right here, this guy is an AM/FM radio, and you can use 6 AA or 6 D size batteries in the back. It has internal battery also, but this guy here, it actually came with this. So we've taken this out to the property. We've charged our radio at the property. Now you can't use this as a battery to run it. I found out that it'll do it for maybe 4 or 5 seconds and then it'll die. This is not enough here to operate this continuously, which I was hoping it would, but it doesn't. But it still charges it within a few hours, and then you get the music out of it. And this guy here, it also has, you see the holes, they got places for lights. We have 2 lights, and these lights are actually above us right there. And you can see the lights right here. We have the lights that plug into the big radio, so at nighttime we'll just hang this radio, plug it in, and we listen to the music. And it also has lights above us, which you can take again on, if you go out to the province, outdoor property. If you're out there at nighttime, you can actually use this. This will hold the lights on because they're not bulb lights. They're the, what do you call those? They never get hot. I can't think of the word. Yeah, okay, well, if you folks know what it is, please put in the comments below. I can't think of the name of the light that doesn't get hot, and it doesn't take a lot of energy to run them. So, but that's what that does. So we like the radio. It helps with the brownouts, and well, it keeps us entertained. Okay. Another thing, if you're going to be coming to the Philippines, you want to take photographs. You want to take video. If you can, my favorite is the little GoPro 4 Hero series, the silver, and my little Kodak Pix Pro SM SPI, this little guy right here. And this is also an underwater camera that does not require a housing because it is waterproof. You just make sure you've got a rubber seal around here. You make sure it's closed and locked. You would take off the front cap here. You can see this fisheye lens. You think, well, that's underwater. No, it acts for the sun. It's got these little pieces here that deflect the sun. This comes off and you put your waterproof one on, and it's good to go. I've used this underwater many times, and it's a great little camera. So I've got these 2 cameras, and the one I'm shooting on right now is the Canon SX740HS. It's got the 40 times zoom. I love this camera. So yeah, those are my cameras. Make sure you have cameras. You got to have the cameras. Another thing you may want to bring with you to the Philippines, I can't stress it enough. If you listen to music a lot on your cell phone, or you talk on your cell phone a lot, stop at Best Buy, Walmart, wherever you buy your headsets, your headphones, and buy some, because this here is one of the brands here in the Philippines. This is called V-Power, and these work really great. Get good bass to them, but the problem with these are, if you tug on them, or if they get hung on your shirt, you turn, you pull, they're useless. These are made out of glass, it seems like. They're only $2. They're cheap. So if you don't mind spending $2, you know, every other week or whatever, then bring headphones. Please bring headphones. The same thing goes with when you come here. Bring power bricks or power chargers, you know, the bricks like for your phones. Make sure you have some, even if they're off-brand, bring them, because the off-brand ones they have here with the cords, like this one, these things don't last for shit. They don't. They last maybe a month and you're replacing them. They don't. It's a hit and miss where they charge, where they even work or not. So always bring your own electronic things, Wi-Fi, cords, stuff like that. Another major thing we bought here is when we have Wi-Fi or loss of lights and power and all that. Power bricks. Bring a power brick no matter where you go here in the Philippines. If your girlfriend, throw it in a purse. If you got a backpack, throw it in your backpack. I have a small backpack I bought when I got here. Use them. Buy one. About every guy out here carries some kind of a backpack or some kind of shoulder pack. Throw one of these in there because you will need it. That's important. Okay, another thing we talk about is, well, say I I got power, but I don't have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi goes down all the time in the Philippines. I hear it all the time. And yes, you're right. We lose Wi-Fi about once a month or once every other month. And it's usually down for a week to 12 days. That sucks. So one of the things you can do is what we did. It costs about 20 bucks. And that is to buy your own Wi-Fi, prepaid Wi-Fi. Now when we bought ours, we bought it from one of the major companies here called Globe. And I'll show you the front of it. It says Globe right there. That's who we bought ours from. This costs about 20 bucks plus the power cord, and they give you a SIM card for it. It's like a phone, but now the only downside to these right here is that you can't watch a movie on them. You can surf the net. You can do Facebook on the net using your laptop and stuff like that. But it's not good for streaming. You won't stream anything on it. You won't upload any videos on it. It's basically good for nothing but viewing like YouTube or Facebook. That's pretty much all it's good for. But when you don't have TV or nothing like that, that's a good thing to have, and we enjoy it. It keeps us able to talk to family members, not so much face to face like on Messenger, but it does do good for texting, you know, on Messenger. So we covered that. If you play music, guitar, whatever, bring it, because during lockdowns you never know when you're going to be stuck. Bring some music. You always love having music around, and if you can't get it on a radio, make your own. So, but these are some of the things that help us get through. Another baby Harley, it's growing. These are some of the things that help us get through blackouts, no Wi-Fi, sitting on a plane for 13 to 14 hours, sitting in airports for 2 or 3 hours. You got to have good electronics to get you through the wait. Zoe needs a muffler. So these are things that if you're going to come here for me a long time, think about what you will need if you don't have Wi-Fi, if you don't have music, if you don't batteries, solar charging items are a must. One of the things I am going to buy that I want to buy soon is an actual wind-up radio. You have a wind-up radio, and it's also a light like this. So I want to get one of those for my group of junk that I carry a big plastic tin box with all my necessity things in it if I'm not charging them. So that is what gets me through it. I hope it helps you, give you an idea what you need to bring with you. Again, you can buy all these little lights and things right here. You can buy them pretty cheap here because they all of them, like this costs $4, and it's probably a Chinese knockoff, I'm sure, but it serves the purpose. I had one before, which is a green one. I actually did a video on it, I think, and I had that one for over a year, and it finally just quit working. So I bought a new one about 2 weeks ago. Cameras, make sure you always have a supply of your favorite drink. Yummy. My habit is sweet tea, Lipton sweet tea. Luckily they sell it. Got a ghost. Okay, so one of the last things I want to share with you that made my life easier when I got here. A little story about, this is our second apartment we've lived in, and I've been here for going on 4 or 5 years. I'm not sure which one. But the floors in these apartments are all made out of big tiles. Now these tiles, of course, they break and chip. Most of the chairs, like the ones I'm sitting in, are plastic, or if you have a chair inside, wood's very expensive here, so a lot of people buy the metal chairs. Well, they have the little plastic caps on the ends of them, and you'll find if you rent here or whatever, you're sliding your chair away from the table, you're going to catch where they put the grout in, and it'll tear those little caps right off, and you'll chip your tile, and it'll make it look really nasty. I found out these little guys are just, they go on the ends of like crutches, and they have different sizes. And I bought mine here at SM Mall, and it's Ace Hardware. Yep. So just measure the circumference of just make a tracing of your chair. Go to the hardware store and get some of these heavy duty rubber slip-on caps. And they also work great for your table. My kitchen table had a tendency of sliding on that tile. You put these thick rubber caps on them, my table has to be lifted to be moved. Now it won't slide. So I put these on my chair, and it made a huge difference. Now the only downside to putting on your chair is that you can't really slide your chair out. You got to kind of stand up and lift your chair up and move back, because they don't slide. But they don't chip your floors either. So pick up some of these. These are a really good idea to have. And that's it, folks. That's my little video about things that help me get through blackouts, no Wi-Fi, and no lights. I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun to do. If you have any comments, please leave comments below. And I'm going to cut this short because it's hot. I'm going to go inside. Have a nice day. Stay safe, everybody. And I'll see you on our next Philippine adventure. Bye-bye.